can't report it to us.
I don't know if there's anything I can do here. I'd encourage you to take this up with the Secretary of State's office.
The Secretary of State's office has lied to us.
They've lied to us.
Yeah.
They're the appropriate authority.
It's a criminal matter if you have a Secretary of State's office who is presiding over the use of software in elections machines and the software itself is in violation of our own state law.
Not to my knowledge.
What redress do the citizens have?
Voting.
But if the voting machines are rigged, how do we change that?
Yeah, that's an issue you have to take up with the Secretary of State. There isn't anything else I can add.
What was your name again?
Jeff Even.
The headquarters in the United States for the Diebold election systems is McKinney, Texas. We took an advantage of the fact that they left their trash wide open for anyone to take a look at. And in fact, we found the complete contents of Bob Urosevich's personal paper wastebasket stash, and in it was a number of documents that were really very important.
You know, one would think that a democracy that is transparent, you wouldn't need to go through an I Spy game to try to figure out how the heck your vote's being counted. But I guess that in today's world, that's what privatization means.
Some of the things we got here, Andy, are really interesting. Let me tell you, this one, don't look, you watch the road, I'll read it to you. How did stuff get sent to Canada, get back to us, then get resent to customers as new?
What?
This is a Diebold notation. Here's one from Tippecanoe, Indiana, and they had many concerns. Apparently they were withholding their payment for some reason. And the touchscreen units would not upload correctly on election night.
How much more damage can I stand?
It's important your company is impartial, isn't it?
Yes.
Then why did your chief executive officer promise to deliver the votes in Ohio to George W. Bush?
That quotation that appeared in the letter is something that he regrets. It's a situation where his personal preference has come over into his business practice, and he regrets that ever happening. He has committed to keeping a much lower profile when it comes to those types of activities because of that statement.
I have to tell you, my son is grown now. I never thought I was going to have to spend the second half of my life fighting for my son's right to vote. But when I realized he might not have that right, then I just decided, well, by golly, you know, and not if I can help it. We're going to make sure that he keeps it.
Bev's next stop was San Diego, California, where she met Jennifer Hamilton, a poll worker. Jennifer was astonished when county officials told her to take the new computers home with her until the election.
Hi.
Hey, I'm looking for Pam and Jennifer. I'm Bev.
I'm Jim Hamilton. Bev.
Hi, Jim. Are you Pam? You're Jennifer. I knew that. I knew it wasn't Pam. I knew it was Jennifer. And so you're telling me, just so I understand this right, because this is actually mind-boggling, that 1,600 people went home with voting machines that night.
Yeah, some of them for almost a month.
And could you explain to me the careful background check they did on each person?
They asked us for our name and to sign in at training.
And that's it?
Yeah.
No identification?
No idea.
Well, I would like to know, this is probably a written procedure, wouldn't you think? I'd like to see the written procedure that says, the procedure is, when they come in, you ask for their name, and then you give them a voting machine.
This is my dad, Jim, my mom, Charlene.
With an S.
Now, where did they put the
With
machines? They put them in the back seat? Where did they put them? All right, so you drove in. You had a car full of voting machines?
Most of them they put in the back seat.
So we're loading up the machines in the car. We've got a couple of them in the trunk.
They were all.
The machines were lined up against the wall here.
At no point did they ever ask for any form of identification at all, no proof of registration to vote, no proof of anything.
Were there any precincts that anybody knows about where the number of voters who signed in versus the number of votes that showed up was either too many